Bats second. Lance Shannon plays right field and bats third. Sam Allen behind the plate will be the cleanup. Batting third base will be the number 5 hitter. Richie Cleary in left field will bat 6th. Cale Curtis, the DH, bats 7th. Brent Johnson at first base will bat 8th. And Judd Hall, trailing out the order of the pitcher, batting 9th. First in is Matthew Hires, batting against Drew Neighbors. Neighbors checks Bentley Mills for the sign. Here comes his first pitch, swung on and driven into right field on the ground. It will be a base hit. Well hit in the hole between first and second, and Hires with the first pitch of the game, singling to right field. Hires came into this ball game with a 1994 batting average of .250, so he's raised that a couple of points. And the batter for the Rams will be Ryan Allen. Ryan Allen is hitting .313. No homers, 7 RBIs. Runners going with the pitch. Throw is high. The pitch is high, and so is the throw down to second, I should say. And Hires in there with a stolen base. Matthew Hires has 12 stolen bases in the 1994 season. Now, how impressive is that? All the Rams opponents combined this year have a total of 13, and Matthew Hires just one short of that with his 12 stolen bases. Neighbors stretch and pitch. An off-speed, high and outside, 1-0. From what we saw from Neighbors in the warm-up tosses in the first few pitches here, doesn't have a lot of heat. Looks like he's a jump ball pitcher, likes to throw a lot of off-speed stuff. Mills gives the sign. Here's the stretch and the pitch. Swung on and driven into center field. Center fielder going back, still going back on it. This ball bounces once and off the wall. Hires will round third. He will score. Allen pulls up at second with a double. His team leading 6th of the year. RBI number 8 for him, and the Rams lead it 1-0. So Neighbors not fooling anybody here in the early going. As Ryan Allen drilling one hop off the center field wall, hit that ball a good 340 feet. Drives in a run, and it's now 1-0 Rams. Lance Shannon will step in. Shannon has been the big stick for the Rams. He takes the first pitch inside for a ball. Shannon is at .607 on the year. No homers, 16 RBIs. Second on the team is Ryan Allen. He has half that many with 8. He's standing at second base right now. Shannon swings and pops one up left field side. Left fielder coming in, calls for it, and makes the catch. That's Danny Brooks making the catch for out number 1. So Shannon, for the 3rd straight at bat, flying out to the left fielder. He did so in his final 2 plate appearances in Monday night's game against Berkmar. Sam Allen will come to the plate. Sam Allen hitting .344 this year. Allen has 11 hits in 32 at-bats, 7 RBIs to his credit. Right-handed batter stands in. The runner's going. Took Clarke Central by surprise, and Ryan Allen has stolen third base. The catcher, Bentley Mills, was so surprised he sort of bobbled the ball after it came in. Stealing third base with 1 out, not a bad plan at all. Now a sacrifice fly would get the run home. Here comes the stretch and the pitch. Outside, 2-0. Rams lead it 1-0 early here in the bottom half of the first inning. Sam Allen, the junior catcher, drives one to center field. It will fall in for a base hit. Coming over to cut it off, the center fielder, Joey Hall. 1 run will score. Allen stopping at first base, and it's now 2-0 Newton County. So the Rams coming out strong here in inning number 1 against Drew Neighbors, who hasn't thrown much in the way of speed thus far. Thrown a lot of off-speed pitches to the Rams. Change-ups and pitches outside, etc. Brian Moon will be the hitter. Moon at .297, no homers, 7 RBIs. There's a throw over to first. Allen is back safely. Sam Allen has yet to attempt a stolen base here in 1994. He takes his lead down at first. Moon, a switch hitter, batting from the left side. Takes a pitch outside, 1-0. Hogan, the first baseman for the Gladiators, holding Sam Allen close down there. Their lead. They've already put 2 across, still only 1 down here in the first. Rams would love to score early and score often. Stretch from Neighbors in the pitch, swung on and popped into right field. It will fall in for a base hit. Rounding second is Sam Allen. He's going for third. Here's the throw over to third base. Allen is out there. Brian Moon will scamper back to first base with a single. Sam Allen playing some aggressive baseball. But a terrific arm from the right fielder, Dax Weekly. What a great throw. Came in on one hop. And the third baseman, John Dunn, all he had to do was catch the ball and let Sam Allen tag himself out. So it goes 9-5. Sam Allen retired at third base for out number 2. Moon at first base, though, with 2 down. And the batter will be Richie Cleary. Cleary's batting average, .294. He's got 5 RBIs to his credit so far this year. He's starting in left field for the Rams tonight. The first pitch taken low and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Charlie Beverly down the line at third for the Newton County Rams. Al Bell is down the line at first. Moon is 1 for 2 in stolen base attempts this year. There's a throw over, and he is back in safely. Bentley Mills giving the sign to Neighbors. Here's the stretch and pitch. Swung on and fouled back. Had a good cut at it, though. A ball and a strike. Richie Cleary has seen some action on the mound for Newton County. He's also played a bit of left field as well. Here's the stretch from Neighbors and the pitch. Outside, ball 2. Clarke Central defense amazingly shallow over on the right side. You'd expect Mike Greer much deeper than he is, but he's about halfway in between the infield and outfield grass. There's a called strike to Cleary on the curveball. It's 2-2. Drew Neighbors checking his catcher, Bentley Mills, for the sign. As Moon leading from first. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and foul tipped right off the mask of Bentley Mills. He's a bit shaken up, but it looks like he's going to be okay. He's walking it off, and the count is 2-2. That's a little wake-up call if you're a catcher. Ball is fouled right off the bat, right into your face mask, I should say. Nothing will wake you up quicker than that. Stretch from Neighbors, and the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Got him with an off-speed pitch. And that'll do it for the Rams here in the first inning. But they have a good inning. They pick up 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a runner left on base. We head to the second with your score. Newton County 2, Clarke Central nothing. Newton County Ram baseball right here on WGFS, AM 1430.
Did you know that termites cause more damage to homes annually than fires, floods, and natural disasters combined? To protect your home from termites and other pests, call Cleary Exterminating, 786-4937. They'll send them packing, termites and beetles, fleas, rats and mice, roaches, and ants. Commercial or residential, we can help get rid of what bugs you. Call Cleary Exterminating on Highway 278 in Covington, 786-4937. At Cleary Exterminating, we make mouse calls.
A personal computer should be as individual as the person who owns it. At America's Best Computers, that becomes a reality. The professionals at ABC believe personal computers should be easy to buy, set up, use, and maintain, and will help assess your personal and business needs and custom build the right system for you. No matter what type of system you need or what applications you may need, ABC offers affordable solutions. America's Best Computers is in Hunting Creek Plaza in Conyers. Call them at 785-6505, 785-6505.
Statham Tires in Norcross would like to sell you a set of great radials by Cooper. Now you're probably asking, why should I buy a set of great radials from Statham Tire? Okay, how about longer tire life, fuel economy, and better vehicle handling? You see, Cooper radial tires give you better tread wear than bias-type tires, plus better mileage, which means less fuel to buy. And stability, steering, and cornering all improve with Cooper radials. Why not go to Statham Tire in Covington, Conyers, Snellville, and Norcross and get great radials by Cooper? Tough and dependable tires from professional and reliable tire experts. Great radials by Cooper from Statham Tire.
Brooks leads it off for Clarke Central, fouls the first pitch off, and then he takes one high. It's a ball and a strike to Danny Brooks. He'll be followed by Chad Hogan and Drew Neighbors, the bottom 3 spots in the Clarke Central order in the second inning. Brooks shortening up to bunt, misses the ball, and it was a little bit low, but with the missed bunt, it's a strike, and it's 1-2. Gladiator left fielder Danny Brooks batting from the left side of the plate, checks his third base coach for the sign. Now he stands back in. Here comes Judd Hall's wind. His 1-2 pitch swung on and popped up left field side. It will fall out of play, and it remains 1-2. No runs, 1 hit for the Gladiators. Rams have 2 runs on 4 hits. They picked up a pair in the bottom half of the first inning, jumping on Drew Neighbors, getting him for 4 hits in that first. Hall goes into the wind. Here comes his 1-2 pitch. Swung on and popped up into shallow center field. Aycox is over, though, and he'll make the catch in right center for out number 1. Brooks goes down. Chad Hogan will be the batter. Before he bats, we want to tell you that Newton County Ram Baseball brought to you in part by T&L Motors. Come by T&L Motors, get your drive-out price on cars, trucks, and vans. Come over to the muffler shop and get a custom exhaust system with the lowest prices in town. 787-5286 for T&L Motors. Hogan standing in. He bats from the right side of the plate, stands way off the plate. First pitch is a changeup, swung on and missed, 0-1. Judd Hall has an excellent changeup. Uses it to get a lot of strikeouts. He's the team leader in strikeouts with 22 this year, and he added 4 more in the first for 26. That's right, 4 more. There's a swing and a ground ball, left side. Hires picks it up. His throw to first is high over the first baseman's head, but Johnson going to retrieve it, and the runner will be safe at first. We'll check and see the official scoring on that one, but Chad Hogan safe at first with 1 out. That's an E6. And a runner at first base with 1 down. Batter will be Drew Neighbors. Neighbors also batting from the right side. He's ready to go. Hall stretching first pitch. Swung on and missed. 0-1. That error from Matthew Hires is his 4th of the 1994 season. Hall's stretch and pitch is a fastball, low and outside, 1-1. Every once in a while, Judd Hall likes to reach back and put a little extra something on that fastball. He mixes speeds about as well as anyone on this staff. Of course, he throws the good changeup, a couple of different speeds of fastball as well. Hogan leading from first base and the throw over, and he is back safely. Chad Hogan only had about a 1.5 step lead down there. Neighbors is set to go. Allen's sign. Here's the stretch and the 1-1 pitch. It's a ball low. It gets by Allen. Back to the screen. Hogan will move up 90 feet. Call it a pass ball on Sam Allen. Putting a runner in scoring position with 1 down. Rams in the midst of their sub-region schedule now. Next action is Friday. They'll be playing that game at Rockdale. Begins at 5 o'clock, and of course you can hear it live on WGFS. The stretch from Hall and the pitch. A called strike on the inside corner, 2-2. After Neighbors, Clarke Central moves back to the top of the order with Mike Greer. Hogan leading from second base. Hires trying to hold him close there. The stretch and the pitch. Swung on and missed. Allen will have to throw down to first base. He does so in time. And Neighbors is down on strikes. The 5th strikeout for Judd Hall in an inning and 2/3 of work. So Hall has had the strikeouts there, and so far he's kept Clarke Central at bay. Let's hope he can continue to do so. He'll be facing Mike Greer, one of his strikeout victims, back in the first. Hall's first pitch is swung on and fouled off at home plate, and the count is 0-1. In contrast to Chad Hogan, who stands a couple of feet away from the plate, Mike Greer stands almost right on top of the plate. In fact, when he stands in at the box, his elbow's almost on the inside corner. So you've got to watch throwing the inside pitches to guys like that. They'll get hit by a pitch, sometimes hit by a strike. Here comes the 0-1, a changeup, swung on and hit on 2 hops to Brian Moon. His throw to first is in time, and that'll do it for Clarke Central. No runs, no hits. There was 1 error and 1 runner left on base. We've played an inning and a half. Rams lead it 2-0. You're listening to Newton County Ram Baseball right here on WGFS, AM 1430.
For complete communications and cellular phone service, East Metro Cellular will help you reach your calling. With transportable, handheld, bag phones, two-way radios, and pagers, East Metro Cellular is the headquarters for your communications needs.
reach your calling.
An authorized agent for Pactel Cellular since 1986, East Metro Cellular has trained salespeople who can explain the advantages of cellular to you. Come by and see Bert, Joe, and Brenda at East Metro Cellular, 7115 Highway 278 in Covington. At East Metro Cellular, we'll help you reach your calling.
Pactel Cellular will help you reach your calling. Pactel Cellular will help you reach your calling.
Riverside Park, bottom half of the second inning. Newton County Ram baseball brought to you in part by Pippin's Barbecue. For award-winning barbecue, go by Pippin's Barbecue on Highway 20 in Conyers and on Alcovey Road in Covington. At Pippin's, you're going to love what you eat. At Cleary Exterminating, also another sponsor of Ram baseball, Cleary Exterminating on Highway 278 will get rid of what bugs you. Call us for reasonable rates. Cleary Exterminating, we make mouse calls. Two fine sponsors, and we appreciate their sponsorship of Ram baseball here in 1994. Hey, they're backing a good team. Rams 8th in the state. If you didn't check the polls or if you didn't get a chance to see the polls, they were in the Atlanta Journal-Constitution this morning. Rams 8th in the state in Quad A in baseball. Cale Curtis will lead it off for the Rams. He takes a strike on the outside corner or somewhere near it, 0-1. Curtis at .333 this year. A homer to his credit and 5 RBIs. Curtis, the owner of one of the 3 Ram homers in 94. Curtis takes the pitch just off the outside corner. It's a ball and a strike. The senior DHing for another senior, Chris Acox, who's playing in center field. Of course, you can DH for any position in your order. There's a swing and a line drive down the left field line. It's a fair ball bouncing into the left field corner. Cale Curtis will round first. He'll head for second and pull up there with a stand-up double. And Newton County with a good rally here in the bottom half of the second inning, hoping to score. They already lead it by 2. Cale Curtis with a good strong hit into the left field corner. Batter. That one almost hit right off the end of the bat. Going down that left field line. Brent Johnson will be the hitter. He's been the number 8 batter most of the year, but he hasn't hit like a number 8 man. He's hitting .429. No homers, 5 RBIs. Stretch from Neighbors and the pitch. Called strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Drew Neighbors likes to throw curveballs and off-speed pitches. As we mentioned, we haven't seen much in the way of a fastball from Mr. Neighbors. And Bentley Mills and Chad Middlebrook's going to talk it over with their pitcher. May have been a mix-up of signs there. 0-1 the count. Cale Curtis leading from second base with no one out. Curtis has scored 7 runs this year. Rams have 86 runs in 11 games, averaging just under 8 runs per game. There's a swing and a pop fly into center field. Joey Hall going back on it, still going back on it. Now he's at the edge of the track. He'll make the catch. The runner will tag. He'll be at third base standing up, and I have a feeling that they may appeal to second. And they're going to call him out there. They say that Cale Curtis left second base too early, so he is retired. It is a double play and of an unusual sort. It's a fly out to the center fielder for Johnson, and Curtis retired as he left second base too soon. And with 2 down, it will bring up Judd Hall. Hall has been superb for the Rams on the mound. At the plate, he's had some trouble, though. He's hitting .188. Does have 1 homer to his credit, 7 RBIs. Batting in the number 9 spot in the order in this afternoon's game. Neighbors wind in first pitch. Low and outside, ball 1. It was a good call from the umpire. It looked up here as if Curtis had gone 2 or 3 steps from second base by the time the outfielder, Joey Hall in center, had caught the ball. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and popped up into right field. Dax Weekly coming over, and he'll make the catch for the 3rd out. So the Rams go down. No runs, 1 hit. There was a double play. No one left on base. We've played 2. Your score, Newton County 2, Clarke Central nothing in Sub-Region 8 Quad A South action. Newton County Ram baseball right here on WGFS AM 1430.
In order to keep your hair, skin, and nails beautifully youthful and healthy, vitamins and minerals must be brought to your hair, skin, and nails from within. No amount of creams, conditioners, or cosmetics can correct dietary deficiencies. Hair, Skin, and Nails is a perfectly balanced food for your hair, skin, and nails. It promotes a woman's health and natural beauty from within at the cellular level. To find out more about this remarkable product, stop by the Family Health Food Store. Stay healthy with us, the Family Health Food Store in Newton Plaza.
Snapper announces its Great Price Fall, a national savings event that offers you a chance to bag a great deal. Coast to Coast Home and Auto in downtown Covington is now offering cash discounts, half-off accessories, and free financing on all Snapper walk mowers, riders, and tractors. Once you've bagged a great deal on your new Snapper, you can bag your leaves or mulch them for half price. That's right, take half off your choice of either a single bag grass catcher or a Ninja mulching kit, featuring the unmatched Ninja Blade. Then throw away your rake. You'll watch your leaves disappear as you mow. And with approved SNAP credit, you don't have to pay a cent until April. Interest-free. Ask your dealer for all the details. Act now. Get down to Coast Home and Auto in downtown Covington and get in on Snapper's Great Price Fall before it's too late. Get down to Coast Home and Auto on the square in downtown Covington.
It's the top half of the third inning here at Riverside Park. Chad Middlebrooks, the second baseman, standing in for the Gladiators, swings at the first pitch, drives it into right field. It will fall in for a base hit. Shannon throws it back in, and Middlebrooks will hold it first. That's the second hit from the Gladiators. The first one came from Dax Weekly. He's stepping to the plate now for the Gladiators. It'll be Weekly, Joey Hall, and John Dunn to try to drive a run home. Clarke Central is yet to dent the scoreboard. Again, the Ram pitching has been all, giving up only the 2 hits in his 2 innings, and he struck out 5. Hall's stretch and his first pitch. A check swing, it gets away from Allen, and a runner will move up. It looked like a wild pitch. Weekly checked his swing, but I believe he went around, and it's strike 1, so it's 0-1 to Dax Weekly. On the wild pitch, though, again, Middlebrooks moving into scoring position. Now they'll have to contend with the runner out there at second base. Weekly bats with a closed stance. Hall's stretch and his 0-1 pitch. In the dirt, it gets away from Allen again, this time up the first base side, and a runner is going to move over to third base. So Middlebrooks has gone from first to third on 2 pitches. Both of them exactly the same pitches down in the dirt that have gotten away from Sam Allen. One of them a strike, one of them a ball, as Middlebrooks did swing at one of those pitches, but now Clarke Central a runner at third and no one out. Hall's wind and pitch. There's a strike called on the outside corner, 1-2. This changes the face of this inning because a sac fly would get the run home, but by the same token it would keep the bases empty. Hall's wind and pitch, low and outside, 2-2. And with the bases empty, Hall would not have to worry about using part of his concentration on a base runner. He could focus all his concentration on the next 2 hitters in the order. Weekly stands back in. The pitch is a called strike, a good curveball from Judd Hall. Weekly kicks a little bit of dirt out there, showing a bit of a temper. But Hall striking out Weekly, his 6th strikeout. And with 1 down, the batter is Joey Hall. There's nothing the Rams would like better than to strand that runner right there at third. Middlebrooks leading from third for the Gladiators. Here comes the wind of the pitch. Swung on and popped up into center field. This should get the run home. Acox will make the catch. Here's the runner's tag. The throw will be cut off, and it's a sacrifice fly. Puts Clarke Central within 1. Your score now, Newton County 2 and Clarke Central 1. Joey Hall hit one to Chris Acox about 300 feet. A little bit deeper than that, perhaps. The Rams center fielder making a clean catch, but just too far away to try to make a play on Middlebrooks, and he scores to put the Gladiators within 1. John Dunn will stand in, swings and misses at the first pitch, 0-1. It looks like Judd Hall is finding a groove here in the third. He's starting to throw both the fastball and the curveball for strikes. Dunn was a strikeout victim his first time, swings and grounds one foul down the third base side, and he's in a hole here, 0-2. Dunn swung and missed at strike 3, but the ball got away from Allen. And so Dunn reached first base. After the strikeout, it allowed Judd Hall to strike out 4 batters in that inning. Very unusual thing to see. Here's the wind and the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and grounded second base side. Allen will come over and pick it up. His throw to first is not in time. Allen sort of threw that one from the side. Normally he comes overhand with his throws. This time he was ranging towards second base. Came across with a sidearm throw. It was a good scoop from Brent Johnson. Ball was in the dirt, but Dunn beating it out, and it's a base hit. It's the 3rd hit for Clarke Central. The batter will be Chaz Chastain, also a strikeout victim his first time. Judd Hall has the letter K down. Now he's got to be sure to keep Clarke Central off that scoreboard. Snap throw over to first, and John Dunn back in there safely. Due half of the 3rd, Matthew Hires, Ryan Allen, and Lance Shannon. Sam Allen gives the sign to his pitcher. Hall stretch and pitch. Here's a called strike, a good off-speed pitch, 0-1. Looked like a curveball, and a good one from Mr. Judd Hall. Brent Johnson holding John Dunn close at first base. He's got about a 2-step lead, maybe a little more out there. Hall stretch and pitch, swung on and missed, and it's 0-2. Hall threw about an eye-high fastball there. We've discussed it before, the eye-high pitch, the toughest to lay off because you see it better than any other pitch. Chastain could not lay off, and it's 0-2. Hall checks the runner at first, his stretch and pitch, swung on and missed. For the second time, Chaz Chastain going down on strikes. That is 7 strikeouts for Judd Hall. 1 run in the inning for the Gladiators on 2 hits, and they left a runner on base. We've played 2.5. Your score, Newton County 2, Clarke Central 1. You're listening to exciting Newton County Rams baseball right here on WGFS AM 1430.
T&L Motors of Covington is announcing their grand opening going on now. T&L Motors has cars, trucks, and vans arriving daily with on-the-spot financing available for those with little or no credit. T&L Motors is located next door to T&L Mufflers, which offers the lowest priced exhaust system in town. Come in and compare our prices starting at $59.95 with custom jobs a specialty. That's T&L Motors and T&L Mufflers located on Highway 278 across from Henry's Fast Loop. Open Monday through Saturday 9 to 6 or call 787-5286, 787-5286.
March on down to Mayfield Ace Hardware for their best buys of the month. 5-star flat latex wall paint, 1-coat coverage, washable, no fading, custom colors available, only $7.77 a gallon. Also, an 18 by 30 inch doormat constructed of recycled tire rubber, deep grooves, channeled dirt, and water from the surface, available in champagne or green color, only $7.88. That's the best buys of the month going on now at Mayfield Ace Hardware on the square and in Newton Plaza.
Matthew Hires will lead it off for the Rams here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. The first pitch to him is a called strike, a curveball which backdoored and caught the outside corner, 0-1. Hires, Ryan Allen, and Lance Shannon for the Rams here in the bottom half of the 3rd, trying to pad the 1-run lead. Rams defeated Berkmar 5-3 on Monday night to go 1-0 in sub-region play. Hires takes a pitch outside for ball 1. The senior shortstop standing in there. Switch hitter batting from the left side. Drew Neighbors wind in his 1-1 pitch. Swung on and drilled into right field. It will fall in front of the right fielder Weekly for a base hit. That ball was hit right on the nose into right field. Another base hit for Hires, who probably would like to see a lot more of Drew Neighbors as he has begun to break out of his slump. The home run against Berkmar on Monday, really a boost for Matthew Hires, and he's 2 for 2 in this game and looking as good as ever here in 1994 in the last couple of ball games. Ryan Allen standing in. Allen doubled off the center field wall his last time. Many stolen bases by himself as all the Ram opponents put together in the games that they have played against Newton County. Newton County opponents against Ram catchers have 13 stolen bases and 8 caught stealings. Matthew Hires has 13 stolen bases and 1 caught stealing. That is speed for you. Hires taking his lead at second. Allen eyeing another RBI shot. There's a swing and a line drive. Gets by the second baseman, Middlebrooks, and into right field. Hires. The throw will be cut off. Matthew Hires scoring. Ryan Allen will have to hold up at first, and it's now 3. That ball was well hit. We'll check the scoring, but Ryan Allen driving in a run. It's a base hit. The single driving in Matthew Hires, and it's 3-1 Newton County. The batter will be Lance Shannon. Shannon flied out to the Gladiator left fielder Danny Brooks back in the first inning. Shannon came into this game batting .607. Second leading hitter on the Rams was hitting .429. So Shannon by almost 200 points, the leader in hitting on this Rams squad. Rams missed his presence in the lineup the 3 games that he was out. There's a swing and a pop fly into left field. Again, Brooks comes over, and he will make the catch for the first out. So for 4 at-bats in a row, Lance Shannon popping out to the left fielder. And the batter will be Sam Allen. Allen singled his first time. That drove in Ryan Allen, who is over at first base as we speak. Ryan Allen stole third base with 1 out back in the first, so we may see him going here. He's 6 for 6 in stolen base attempts. There he goes with the first pitch. It's high for a ball. The third to second is not in time, and Ryan Allen stealing his second base of the game and his 7th of the year. And again, Ryan Allen has yet to be caught swiping a bag. So the Rams, another runner in scoring position. This is Newton County Rams baseball like you're going to see it most of this year. A lot of stolen bases, good strong base hits, not a whole lot of power. Rams as a team may hit 6 or 7 home runs this entire year. Ryan Allen taking his lead. The pitch to Sam Allen is taken for a strike. 1-1. Sam Allen now has 12 hits and 33 at-bats here in 1994, hitting up around the 350 mark. Catching for the Rams tonight, he plays third base as well. Here's the pitch to him, swung on and grounded down the third baseline. John Dunn makes the play. His throw to first is way over the first baseman's head and down the right field line. Rounding third is Ryan Allen, and he will score. And it's 4-1 Newton County. Sam Allen at first base after the E5. John Dunn's throw was just high. Went over the first baseman's head. Chad Hogan trying to leap for it, but it went over his head. Ryan Allen will score, and did score, and it is now 4-1. And now Sam Allen down at first base again. Batter's Brian Moon. He singled his first time. Came into this contest at 297, swings and tries one into right field. Right fielder going back, still going back. It's off the wall. Rounding second is Sam Allen, and he's headed for third. Moon will have to pull up at second with a stand-up double. He was just a couple of feet shy of a home run to right field. Brian Moon had been in a bit of a slump the last couple of games, but guess what? Looks like he's breaking out in a major way, and now second and third with 1 down. There are a few hitters on this Ram team that if they break out of their slumps, you'll see a really strong offensive ball club, one of them being Matthew Hires, who looks like he's breaking out. Same with Brian Moon. Judd Hall, the third one. Hall flied out his first time. Richie Cleary is the batter. A strikeout victim back in the first. Neighbors wind and pitch is a ball low and outside. Clarke Central playing their infield in all the way around. Dunn at third, Greer at short, Middlebrooks at second, and Hogan at first, all there on the infield side. Sam Allen leading from third base and Brian Moon from second. The pitch to Cleary is inside for ball 2. A walk-with situation for a man who's got some power. Cale Curtis, not to take anything away from Richie Cleary, certainly he's got power as well. The sophomore standing in. Bats with an open stance. The pitch is low. 3-0. Richie Cleary gets a good look at the baseball. Opens up his stance by 6 inches, maybe even a little bit more. But he gets a good look at the ball every time out. 3 balls and no strikes to Cleary. He's got the sign from Charlie Beverly and standing back in. And Bentley Mills flashing the sign now to Drew Neighbors. Neighbors stretch and pitch, swung on it, grounded down the first base side, fair ball down the right field line. 1 run will score. Moon rounding third, he will score. Cleary heads for second and pulls up there. It's a stand-up double. 2 RBIs for Mr. Richie Cleary. Given the green light on a 3-0 pitch. How about that? Rams lead it 6-1. It's a great idea to give a player a green light on 3-0, especially when you're in the lead by a couple of runs. You can afford to do it. A lot of times a pitcher will sort of lob one in there 3-0. That's what exactly what happened. And Richie Cleary drove one right down the right field line. Scoring 2 runs. He's at second base, still only 1 out. 7th man to bat in the inning will be Cale Curtis. He doubled his last time. Then he was caught off second as part of a double play as he was trying to tag, and he left second base too soon on a pop fly. First pitch to Curtis is high, 1-0. 6-1, Rams on top. They've put 4 across in this inning. 1 down and another runner in scoring position. Cale Curtis standing in, Brent Johnson on deck. Here's the stretch and the pitch, high and outside, 2-0. The Rams look like they have Drew Neighbors figured out. Neighbors throwing a lot of curveballs, the Rams being patient, making him throw the ball over the plate, and when he does, the Rams have been ripping it so far in the first 3 innings. Neighbors again checking Cleary at second, gives him a long look out there. Now stepping and faking the throw over to second base, but no one covering. So Neighbors does not throw over there. There's action in the Clarke Central bullpen. 2 pitchers throwing down there. Both of them right-handed pitchers. Warming up for the Gladiators. 2-0 count to Cale Curtis. Curtis, a left-handed batter, takes another pitch outside, and it's 3-0. And Neighbors in trouble here in the 3rd. Rams have 6 runs. They have picked up 9 base hits already in this game. They've already exceeded their total from the Berkmar game of Monday. They won that game 5-3. Here's the stretch and the pitch, taking all the way, and it's high, ball 4. Believe it or not, that's the first walk from Drew Neighbors. He certainly throws slow enough not to allow a walk, but that is his first of the game. He does have 1 strikeout to his credit in this game. And time is called. The Clarke Central head coach going to go out and talk with his pitcher. While he does, Charlie Beverly talking with Brent Johnson, and we'll tell you about a fine sponsor of Ram Baseball on WGFS, Henderson's Grocery Store and Henderson's Restaurant, located on Highway 36 in Covington. See our grocery ad every week in the Covington Shopper. Henderson's Grocery Store and Henderson's Restaurant. Also, the Family Health Food Store, sponsor of Ram Baseball. For all your nutritional supplements, go by the Family Health Food Store in Newton Plaza. Stay healthy with us at the Family Health Food Store. 2 of our many fine sponsors of Ram Baseball here on GFS, and we're happy to bring you Ram Baseball. We've been here for every game this year, and we don't intend to miss one throughout the 1994 season. Next action for the Rams Friday, as they'll be taking on the Rockdale Bulldogs. The stretch. First pitch to Brent Johnson, swung on, grounded down the third base side. John Dunn will step on third for the force. His throw to first pulls the first baseman off the bag. It's a fielder's choice. Cleary retired 5 unassisted at third. Dunn was playing fairly close to the line, so an easy play for him to just step on the bag for the force there. But his throw to first was wide, and Chad Hogan had to come off the bag to field the throw. It's a fielder's choice. Johnson reaching, first and second with 2 down, and Judd Hall standing in. Neighbors stretch and his pitch, swung on and grounded down the third base side, foul. Judd Hall was way out in front, took a big swing at it, but he didn't get much out of it. Rams look like they're having some trouble with the off-speed stuff at various times from Drew Neighbors. Judd Hall stands in now, right-handed batter. Bats with a closed stance. Keeps his body facing toward right center. The pitch to him is high and inside, and the count is 1-1. Rams had 2 runs in the first and 4 in the third. They lead it 6-1. Looking to add to that lead. They've got 2 runners on, but it will take a base hit as there are 2 down. A throw to first and Johnson back. But with the way Judd Hall is pitching, the Rams may already have all they need in this game. Bentley Mills, the Gladiator catcher, gives the sign to his pitcher. Here comes the stretch, and the pitch. It's low, 2-1. And Mills will go out now to talk to Drew Neighbors. Matthew Hires singled to start this inning. He stole second. Scored on a single from Ryan Allen, who promptly stole second. He scored on Sam Allen reaching on an error by the third baseman Dunn. Allen went over to third on a double from Moon. Richie Cleary doubled through a drawn-in infield to score 2 more. Cale Curtis walked. Brent Johnson reaching on a fielder's choice. That's how we stand right now, first and second. 2 balls and a strike to Judd Hall. Curtis leading from second base and Johnson from first. Fairly conservative leads with 2 outs. The 2-1 pitch is high, 3-1. This is the 9th man to bat here in the third inning for the Rams. They've already put 4 across. And with the way Matthew Hires is hitting, I don't think I would want to walk Judd Hall and face Matthew Hires in this situation, but that's exactly what might happen. Neighbors has walked 1 man in his 2 2/3. There's a swing and a pop fly into deep right center field. Center fielder going back on it. This ball is off the wall. 1 run will score. Brent Johnson will round third. The throw in is not in time as he will score. And the Rams lead it now 8-1. Judd Hall almost knocked one out of here to right center field. A good strong high pop fly. It bounced off the base of the wall. That double the third for the Rams in this inning. Curtis scoring from second and Johnson scoring all the way from first. That's one advantage you have with 2 outs. You can take off immediately as soon as the ball is hit, and if it's a high pop fly that ends up off the wall, then you can end up scoring from first base on a play like that. Rams lead at 8-1, and Clarke Central going to make a pitching change. While they do, we will take this break. You're listening to exciting Newton County Rams baseball right here on WGFS AM 1430.
Come in and see Glenn Hayes at Hayes Furniture Company for all your home furnishings. To make your rooms complete, Hayes Furniture mirrors, a selection of table lamps, floor lamps, assorted coffee tables, and ottomans to add the finishing touches to that room. Hayes also has a wide selection of Oriental rugs starting at $99.95. So remember, that's all at Hayes Furniture Company, 6166 Washington Street, 786-363737.
Are you planning a special get-together with family and friends? Then do it at Pippin's Barbecue. We'll provide the food and the fun for just a few people or a large group. Or if the party's at your place, let us provide the catering while you enjoy the party. Call us ahead of time or stop by Pippin's Barbecue at both our locations.
Our food and our service just can't be beat. You're gonna love what you eat.
Pippin's Barbecue, Highway 20 South in Conyers and on Alcovey Road in Covington.
Back at Riverside Park, Brett Cox on the mound for the Clarke Central Gladiators here. In the bottom half of the third inning, he'll inherit a situation, a runner at second base and 2 down. And the batter will be Matthew Hires. Hires 2 for 2. Couple of singles, couple of runs scored. Your line so far on Drew Neighbors. 2 2/3 innings. He faced 18 batters, gave up 8 runs on a total of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hits. Neighbors walked 1 batter and he struck out 1 batter. The runner at second base is his responsibility. So the relief pitcher for Clarke Central taking his warm-up tosses. While he does, a sponsor of Ram Baseball here on WGFS, who we want to congratulate and give some attention to, the Farm and Garden Depot. Stop by the Farm and Garden Depot for animal feed, lawn and garden seed, and much more. The Farm and Garden Depot located on Emory Street. Also, America's Best Computers for all your computer needs, either personal or business. We've got what you need. Don't pay too much. Come and see America's Best Computers in Conyers. And again, 2 more fine sponsors of Ram baseball here on WGFS. Cox taking his warm-up tosses. Rams will play on Friday against the Rockdale Bulldogs at 5 o'clock. Then Saturday morning, don't forget to tune in as Mr. Bill Dolan hosts the Saturday morning Super Trivia Spectacular. Your shot to win some prizes with your knowledge of trivia. Very popular show, and he will ask some baseball questions as well. So those of you listening in who are baseball knowledgeable, you want to listen in because your knowledge of baseball can win you some pretty nice prizes. 9 to 10 every Saturday morning. Bill Dolan and the Saturday morning Super Trivia Spectacular. Hires standing in. Here's the stretch and the first pitch. It's high, 1-0. When the batting averages are retabulated after this one, Hires will be happy. His batting average will climb quite a bit. He has hits in his first 2 plate appearances. Judd Hall leading from second base. He hit one off the base of the wall in right center just a few minutes ago. Pitch is low to Hires, 2-0. Hires the switch hitter, staying left-handed here against the right-handed pitcher. Mills gives the sign, the stretch and pitch. A curveball, it stayed high, 3-0. That curveball came straight over the top. Didn't break quite enough to be a strike, so it's now 3-0. Ryan Allen is on deck. He is also 2 for 2 with a double and a single and 2 runs scored. The stretch and the pitch, high and outside, ball 4. So Hires taking the walk. And this inning just coming apart for the Gladiators already, and they've given up 6 runs here on a total of 5 hits. First and second with 2 down. And Ryan Allen will stand in. Allen, as we mentioned, has had a productive night, hoping to add to it. The left-handed swinging junior standing in there. Stretch in the first pitch to him, swung on and grounded right side. Second baseman Middlebrooks has it. His throw to first is in time, and that'll do it for the Rams here in the third. They send 11 men to the plate. They put 6 across on 5 hits. There was 1 Clarke Central error and 2 runners left on base. We head to the fourth with your score: Newton County 8, Clarke Central 1. Ram baseball right here on WGFS.
The folks at Henderson's Restaurant invite you to join them for dinner tonight. How about some of their famous catfish, fried chicken, barbecue, vegetable plates, steaks, plus burgers and fries? Don't worry about what's in the pantry or whose turn it is to do the dishes. Just go to Henderson's Restaurant, just 5 miles from the square on Highway 36 in Covington. Henderson's is open Tuesday through Thursday from 4 to 9 and 4 to 10 on Friday and Saturday. Don't forget to join us for Sunday dinner, 11 to 8:30.
Enriched with protein, vitamins, and minerals, FRM dog food and FRM cat food promote good health, sleek coats, resistance to disease, and boundless energy. FRM pet foods are dry, economical to use, and easy to store. Your dog and cat's always there for you, so you be there for them with FRM pet foods, available now at your FRM dealer.
When it comes to tires, all you need is a quality product and good service at a fair price. I know. I'm from Statham Tire, and I've been an independent tire dealer for 22 years. I understand customers' needs. That's why I sell Cooper tires, like the Cooper Lifeliner Classic Radial Touring Tire, or the Monogram All-Weather Radial, or the Cobra Radial High Performance tires. Cooper focuses on what they do best, building tires. I do what I do best, selling tires. The right tire at the right price. Cooper Tire, a no-frills American tire manufacturer that talks straight and lets their performance speak for itself, just like me. Come to Statham Tire in Covington or Conyers for straight talk on tires.
One defensive change for the Rams as we head to the fourth inning. There's a new first baseman, Lance Cawthon, going in for Brent Johnson. The two of them sort of a platoon. They both bat from the right side, but they share time at first base. Cawthon going in for the defensive purposes. First pitch to Danny Brooks, swung on, grounded to Ryan Allen at second base. Bobbles it a couple of times, and his throw to first will not be in time, so Danny Brooks reaching. Ryan Allen just had some trouble with that ground ball. Couldn't quite get a handle on it. And a runner will be at first base with nobody out here in the fourth. Judd Hall has some runs to work with here. No reason for him to walk any batters. Just keep pumping the strikes in there. and let the folks behind you take care of business from there. The first pitch to Hogan is a called strike, 0-1. Hogan reached on an error from Matthew Hires his last time. Rams have committed 2 errors in this game. Brooks reached on a Ryan Allen error. He's taking his lead at first. The pitch is low, 1-1. Lance Cawthon, the new first baseman, holding the runner close. Hall checks Sam Allen for the sign. He's got it. Here's the pitch. Swung on and popped up into center field over Ryan Allen's head for a base hit. The runner will have to hold up at second as Acox brings the ball back in. It's a single all the way for Chad Hogan. Ryan Allen trying to leap and make the catch behind second base, but just over his head. And it will be first and second with nobody out. And Rhett Kopp will be the batter. Kopp coming in to pitch in the top half of the inning. So now he's set to go and hit here in the bottom half. The fastball is low. It gets away from Allen. The runners will move up without a throw. So runners now at second and third. A wild pitch from Judd Hall, putting Danny Brooks at third and Chad Hogan at second with nobody out. Certainly not something you want to see when you're up by 7. You just want to get these guys out 1, 2, 3 and get through it as quickly as possible. Cobb swings and fouls one off down the first baseline. And the count is 1-1. Brooks leading from third and Hogan from second. Kopp standing in. Here's the pitch to him. Low and inside, and it's 2-1. The wind here at Riverside Park has been non-existent for this game, and fortunately for us, the rain has stayed away. Finding the 2-1 pitch. It's by Allen back to the screen. Here comes a runner home. Here's the throw to the plate. It gets by Hall. So the runner will score. And it is now 8-2 in favor of the Newton County Rams. Another wild pitch scoring a run. On the play, Hogan moved over to third base. So another run scoring. It's 8-2. And the count is now 3-1 to Kopp. Here comes the wind from Hall. His 3-1 pitch is high. That was his 2-1 pitch. It was high, and it is now 3-1. So we're seeing the future here. 3 balls and 1 strike to Red Kopp. On deck is Mike Greer. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. Hall's wind. This is his 3-1 pitch. It swung on and missed, 3-2. It's a good thing they go from their own count and not ours, because we'd have Kopp on first base. Hall working with a full count now. There's a swing and a line drive to the shortstop on 2 hops. Hires will take it. His throw to first is in time. Hogan will score. But they get the first out of the inning as Kopp grounds out 6-3 in your scorebook. Driving in Chad Hogan. It's now 8-3 Newton County. Every team in this sub-region can beat you, and you establish a lead. You can't sit on it. You do want to retire these guys as quickly as possible. Throw lots of strikes. First pitch is inside to Mike Greer, 1-0. But at the same time, you've got to be aggressive against every opponent in 8 Quad A South. As we've mentioned many times, there are no weak links in this sub-region. The pitch is inside, 2-0 to Greer, who checks his third base coach for the sign, and the righty standing back up there at the plate. Defense against him, just a couple of steps over to pull. Here comes the 2-0 pitch, high and inside, almost hit him, 3-0. Central has put 2 across here in the 4th on 1 hit. An error from Ryan Allen led off the inning. A wild pitch and a passed ball also involved there, leading to a run. Here comes the 3-0 pitch, and again almost hit him inside. And Greer a little slow getting to his feet, and now headed down to first base with 1 out. So Hall with a little bit of control trouble here, a couple of 3-ball counts. And he's walked Mike Greer here with 1 down. That is Hall's second walk of the game. Chad Middlebrooks will stand in. He's been perfect with a single and a walk in 2 plate appearances. Greer leading from first base. The stretch and the first pitch to Middlebrooks, low and outside, ball one. Newton County Ram baseball all spring long on WGFS AM 1430. One more game this week and then 3 of them next week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You'll want to be staying tuned. All those are sub-region games. Pitch is low and outside, and it's 2-0 to Middlebrooks, and Judd Hall suddenly has lost the plate here in the 4th inning. Clarke Central with 3 runs. They have 4 hits. Newton County has 8 runs on a total of 10 hits in their 3 innings of hitting. Allen flashing the signs to his pitcher. Hall stretching his 2-0, swung on and fouled back to the screen, 2-1. Springtime weather has been with us for the past week or so. Saturday's games against Oconee County, about 75 degrees. Monday against Burkbar, another really good night for baseball. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Low and outside, 3-1. Tonight, no exception. It is a bit cooler, but still a good night for baseball. And certainly as the Rams move farther into the sub-region schedule, it promises to be even warmer. This year's region tournament will be held at Brookwood High School. That should be quite a bit of fun. Stretch and the 3-1 pitch. Swung on and grounded right back to Hall at the pitcher's mound. He goes to second for one. Hires throw to first is not in time, and the runner reaches there. It's 1-6 on the putout at second base. Middlebrooks reaching on the fielder's choice. And with 2 down, Dax Weekly steps to the plate. Weekly is 1 for 2, a single and a strikeout. Good defensive play from Judd Hall. That ball hit very hard on one hop, but he was able to make the play. Reacted well and threw over to second base for the out, but Hires' throw could not get Middlebrooks at first. Weekly takes the first pitch for a strike from Judd Hall, 0-1. We saw a strong throw from this young man out in right field a couple innings ago as Sam Allen was trying to go from first to third on a single to the right side, and Weekly gunned him down with a one-hop throw to third base. Dax takes a pitch low and outside, 1-1. 2 down here in the 4th, and the Rams lead by 5, thanks to a good, strong 3rd inning where they put 6 runs across. Hall stretch. Here comes his 1-1 pitch, low and inside. In the bottom half of the 4th, the Rams send their 3, 4, and 5 hitters to the plate. Lance Shannon, Sam Allen, and Brian Moon. Judd Hall with the stretch, and the 2-1 pitch just missed outside, and the count is now 3-1. And with 2 down, that's another thing that you don't want to do is walk people. You don't want to keep giving these folks a new life, especially with this lead dwindling. It was 7, it's now 5. We've still got plenty of baseball left to play. Throw going over to first, and Middlebrooks is back. If the Rams could win this game, they would go to 11-1 this year. 2-1 in sub-region play. 2-0 in sub-region play make that. The pitch is inside for ball 4. So Weekly reaching on the base on balls. Middlebrooks advancing over to second on the walk, and Joey Hall will stand in. Hall struck out in the first and flied out to Acox in center. It was a sacrifice fly. Scored Middlebrooks back in the 3rd. Middlebrooks out there at second base right now, and Dax Weekly is standing at first. Actually, he's a few feet off the bag. First pitch to Hall is outside, 1-0. Sam Allen giving the sign to his pitcher. Hall stretch. He's going to throw over to first, and the runner got back 8 for Judd in his 4 innings. For Clarke Central, they put 2 runs across on 1 hit. There was an error and 2 runners left on base. We're halfway home with your score. Newton County 8, Clarke Central 3. Ram baseball right here on WGFS AM 1430.
FRM dog foods are packed with protein, plus all the vitamins and minerals your animal needs for a sleek, healthy coat and lots of energy. FRM dog foods are cost-effective and easy to store for good health and a long, active life from a properly balanced dog food. Be sure to see your FRM dealer.
City FRM dealer in Covington, the Farm and Garden Depot on Emory Street behind Burger King, 787-3870.
Before you start all your projects around the house this spring, go buy Campbell Lumber. Since 1923, they've had everything to build anything. For Benjamin Moore paints, lumber, building hardware, roofing materials, masonry supplies, hand tools, and lawn and garden tools. Until March 28th, they're open Monday through Friday from 7:30 to 5 and Saturday 7:30 to 12. Stop by Campbell Lumber on Emory Street near the depot, 786-3412.
Back at Riverside Park, another sponsor of Ram Baseball, Hayes Furniture Company. Come by and see Glenn Hayes at Hayes Furniture for all your home furnishing needs, with free delivery and free 12-month financing. Located in Covington, 6166 Washington Street, 786-3737 for Hayes Furniture. Lance Shannon leads it off for the Rams here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. Drew Neighbors make that. Rhett Comp gets the sign from his catcher, and his first pitch is inside. Shannon is 0 for 2, 2 flyouts to the left fielder. Shannon coming off a shoulder injury. You got to wonder if it's still bothering him just a little bit. A lot of his base hits early in the year were to the right center field gap, and his last 4 at-bats now he's popped out to the left fielder. 1-0 pitch to Shannon is high, 2-0. Shannon bats from the left side of the plate. The senior, one of the offensive leaders for the Rams, and will be expected to continue that production in the sub-region. There's a swing and a line drive into right field for a base hit. The old Lance Shannon is back. So Shannon at first with nobody out. And it will bring up Sam Allen, who has reached base both times, once on a single and once on an error. Allen taking his practice swings. The right-handed batter set to stand in. Lance Shannon is 5 for 6 in stolen base attempts. He's been given instructions not to slide head first, so that may affect his base running ability. Stretch from Kopp in the pitch. A called strike on the inside corner, 0-1. Rhett Kopp pitching to Sam Allen here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. Brian Moon will follow. Cleary following Moon, hoping to get another run home. Rams lead it by 5. Here's the pitch. Swung on and popped up into right center field. Weakley is there, and he will make the catch for the first out. Shannon going back to first. Allen gave the ball a fairly good ride, but he got under the ball. And it's a pop fly to Weakley. And with one down, Brian Moon will stand in. Moon has had a good game. He's 2 for 2, a single and a double, and a run scored. Brian Moon, the switch hitter, bats from the left side, and now Kopp will stand out. Lance Shannon leading from first base. Mills signed the stretch, and the first pitch to Moon taken for a strike. It was a curveball that came in and caught the inside corner, 0-1. Brian Moon has been in a bit of a slump the last couple games, but this game, an exception for that one. There's a swing and a miss, and the count is 0-2, and we've seen that several times during the slump from Moon. It's a pitch that's outside and high, and Moon really doing the pitcher a favor by going after that type of pitch, especially early in the count. Tough to get an advantage in the count going after the high outside pitches. Here comes the 0-2. It's high, 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes to the Ram third baseman. He is only a junior. He came in at 297. About 2 weeks ago, he was up near 400. 1-2 pitch hit him on the shoulder, and the Clarke Central dugout is going to claim that he made no attempt to get out of the way, but that one's going to fall by the wayside as Brian Moon at first base. Moving over to second is Shannon. The 1-2 pitch was inside, a couple of inches off the inside corner, really not far inside, but Moon stands pretty close to the plate, and he got nicked with it. That's the best way to get hit by a pitch, just to get nicked. You get first base and pretty much no pain. So Moon's got to be happy. He's on base for the third time in this game. First and second with one out for Richie Cleary. And now as Kopp takes too much time, Cleary will call time. And Mills will take this opportunity to go out and talk with his pitcher, Rhett Kopp. First and second for the Rams with one down. Cleary and Curtis, the next two hitters, hoping to pad the Ram lead. Rams have had an impressive first 11 games, 4 shutouts. Several times they've scored over 10 runs in a game, including the South Metro Championship in which they defeated Rockdale 15-0. Pitch is swung on and missed from Cleary, and the count is 0-1. That was a curveball from Rhett Kopp. That's the pitch that Cleary struck out on in the first inning. Just that off-speed curveball is just a little bit too high. Cleary trying to keep that weight back for the off-speed pitch. Here comes the 0-1. He takes it low and outside, a ball and a strike. Cale Curtis on deck, has a double and a walk to his credit in 2 plate appearances. He's also scored a run. Mills gives the sign. He sets up outside, the pitch to Cleary. Swung on and fouled off, 1-2. Looked like Cleary made up his mind at the last second to swing at that one. First it looked like he was going to lay off, then a last second swing, and he fouled it over by the Clarke Central dugout. So Cleary in a hole here, 1-2. Lance Shannon leading from second base and Brian Moon from first. The sophomore left fielder hoping to drive in some runs for the Rams. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. One hop, the second baseman will take it. Middlebrooks throw to first by the first baseman Hogan. Over toward the right field line, a run will score. Brian Moon leading around third. He will hold up there. Call it a base hit for Cleary plus an error. And a run will score. And it will now be 9-3 in favor of the Newton County Rams. So Cleary reaching and driving in a run, and the batter is Cale Curtis. Curtis doubled in the second. He walked and scored in the third. Runners leading from the corners with one down. Kopp stretching his pitch. It was a bunt, and Curtis got under it and popped it back to the screen, 0-1. Leading by 6 with runners at first and third and one out. Cale Curtis was bunting in the situation. Didn't look like Moon was more than 1 or 2 steps off of third base, so it may not have been a suicide squeeze. Curtis standing back in as Mills flashes the sign to his pitcher, Rhett Kopp. Gladiators scoring their 3 runs, 1 in the third and 2 in the fourth. Kopp stretch and his 0-1 pitch swung on and popped up into right center field. Hall and Weekly both going back on it, and this ball is going to be caught at the center field wall. Moon will tag and score, and a sign has come down out there in center field as the center fielder Joey Hall leaped up at the edge of the fence to make the catch. He may have robbed a home run there from Cale Curtis. Joey Hall, a terrific catch in center field. It is an RBI for Curtis, and it's 10-3 in favor of the Newton County Rams, but that may well have been out of here had Joey Hall not caught that ball. Fences here at Riverside Park, 5 to 6 feet high, so you could jump over the fence and rob a home run ball, a la Eric Davis. Lance Coughlin will be the batter. He took over in the top half of the fourth inning playing first base. And for the sign that's fallen down, Matthew Hires going to trot out there and fix that sign. Joey Hall making a leaping catch against the wall, and the sign had fallen down. We'll check and see what sign it is out there. It's next to Cleary Pest Control. It's the second sign over there on the right field side, and Matthew Hires having some trouble with it. Now he's going to run all the way back, so he's getting his exercises in. He won't have to run after the game. He's run enough here in this situation to last him for quite a while. Lance Coughlin, his first at bat of the game. Coughlin comes in hitting 188, 3 hits and 16 at bats, no homers and 1 RBI. And Mills is going to go out to talk to Rhett Kopp. Rams scored 2 in the first and 6 in the third. Then they put 2 more across here in the 4th inning. They've got a runner at first base with 2 down. And Lance Coughlin, who was 0 for 3 Monday against Berkmar, 2 strikeouts and a fielder's choice, standing in. Coughlin, a right-handed batter. Kopp's first pitch is low and outside, 1-0. Ram offense coming alive again. Certain times when this Ram offense is dead and certain times when it's alive. And they are tough to beat when the offense is on. Fortunately for them, they've had consistent pitching. That's why the good record this year. Pitch is high, runner headed for second base, and Richie Cleary has stolen second base. And for Richie Cleary, that is stolen base number 2 of the year against no caught stealing. So Richie Cleary perfect in stolen base attempts. He can tell Matthew Hires he has a better percentage than Hires does. Hires is 13 for 14. Up there about 95%, but Richie Cleary 100%. I'll be at 2 for 2. 2 balls and no strikes to Coughlin. Here's the stretch and the pitch. It's a strike called on the outside corner. Coughlin didn't think so. It's 2-1. Charlie Beverly gives some encouragement to Coughlin. He's down the third base line. And Coach Al Bell talking to Coughlin as well. He's down the line at first. Mills signed the stretch and pitch. Same location, same call. It's a strike, 2-2. Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The Rams have scored 2 here in the 4th. They have 2 hits in the inning. Cleary leading from second base. Kopp stretch and his 2-2 pitch outside, 3-2. Rhett Kopp throws the ball a lot like Drew Neighbors, a lot of off-speed stuff. Not much in the way of fastballs. So a payoff pitch is due to Lance Coughlin. On deck is Judd Hall. He's 1 for 2 with a double. Here it comes, and it's low, ball 4. So the inning continues for Newton County as they lead it by 7 runs. Judd Hall flied out to the right fielder his first time up and doubled his second time up. Hall has a couple of RBIs to his credit with that double. There were runners at first and second with 2 outs in the 3rd at the time. The double off the right center field wall scored the 2 runs. Gives Hall 9 RBIs, puts him at second place behind Lance Shannon on the Rams team in the RBI category. Runners leading from first and second and 2 down. Same situation here. There's a called strike. 0-1 to Judd Hall. You know, I don't think the Rams would complain if they got the same result. First and second, 2 outs. Rams wouldn't mind seeing a double off the right center field wall. In fact, they could hit that sign that's fallen out there in right center. 0-1 pitch is outside, and Mills had to leap over in the first base direction to make sure that that ball did not go back to the screen. 1-1. The sign in right center still half up, but half of it sort of leaning over to the side. Stretch from Kopp and his 1-1 pitch, a curveball. Didn't snap it off enough. It stayed high, 2-1. When you don't snap off the curveball, it has a tendency to stay high. Some pitchers get in trouble that way. The infamous hanging curveball. Many a pitcher has a nightmare story to tell about a hanging curveball that's been hit 1.5 miles. Stretch from Kopp. Here comes the 2-1. Called strike with the fastball, 2-2. That one apparently caught the outside corner. Deuce is wild again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down here in the 4th. Rams lead it 10-3, looking to add to the lead. As the runners lead from first and second. Kopp stretch, and his 2-2 pitch is high, and a full count now, 3-2. One more wide one, and it would load the bases for Matthew Hires. Hires is red hot in this game, 2 for 2 with a walk, 2 runs scored, and a couple of stolen bases. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Judd Hall. Here's the stretch and the payoff pitch. It's high, ball 4. So the bases will be loaded. That's the second walk in this inning. The third one given up by Rhett Kopp since he entered the game in the third. He also hit a batter. That was Brian Moon, and we're going to see a pinch runner at first base for Judd Hall. That's Michael Doss out there. Pinch running for Hall at first base. So your base runner Leary. At second base, Lance Cawthon, and at first base now, Michael Doss. Judd Hall has been pitching well, so I'm sure he's not going to be removed from the game permanently. High school rules state that you can enter a player into a game, re-enter a player after removing him from a game, but you can only re-enter him one time, so I would imagine we see Judd Hall back out on the mound. First pitch to Matthew Hires, low and inside, 1-0. Hires singled and scored in the first, did the same thing in the third, and then he walked later on in that third inning. Rams sent 11 men to the plate in that inning and put across 6 runs on 5 hits. A runner at every base for Newton County, but 2 down in the inning. Stretch and the 1-0 pitch, swung on and missed. Hires with the uppercut swing, looking for the big knock there, 1-1. Hires came into this game at .250. 9 hits and 36 at bats. He's now 11 for 38 with the 2 singles he's had so far. The runners lead. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and driven into right field. Right fielder going back on it. This ball is going to be out of here. Grand slam home run, Matthew Hires. Boy, that man has been on a tear the last couple of days. And Matthew Hires with the salami. Newton County leading it 14-3. Matthew Hires, a line drive home run down the right field side, just above the Hickok sign and just to the left of the scoreboard out there. If you've been out here to Riverside Park, you know that scoreboard about 10 or 15 feet to the left of the right field foul pole there. So Matthew Hires with a line drive grand slam. Well, that's going to look good in the scorebooks. Rams lead it by a score of 14-3. And it's great to see Matthew Hires pulling out of his early season slump. As we mentioned, his first several games of the year, he was having some trouble, but he hit a home run on Monday. He's hit another one here today. It's the 4th Ram homer of the year, half of them belonging to Mr. Hires. 4 more RBIs to his credit, giving him 9 on the year with his 2 homers. And that's pretty good for a leadoff batter at this stage. And we're going to see a pinch hitter here, as now with the Rams up 11 runs, Coach Beverly is going to pinch hit for Ryan Allen. Allen had already taken his warm-up cuts and was about to stand into the batter's box, but Coach Beverly removing him from the game. We'll see Joseph Poole out to pinch hit here for Ryan Allen. Joseph Poole is hitting .250 on the year. He's 2 for 8. He has scored 3 runs. He's got a double to his credit. On-base average is pretty good at .556. Joseph Poole started in right field both ends of the doubleheader against Oconee County last Saturday. He's seen some various action there and at first base. Left-handed batter standing in. First pitch to him is outside, 1-0. 1 ball and no strikes to Joseph Poole. Poole, 6'5", 190 pounds, takes the pitch low and inside, and the count is 2-0. You probably heard Coach Beverly say in the first Charlie Beverly show of the year, Joseph Poole would probably make Dick Vitale's all-airport team. Men who look like they're ready to play, getting off the plane at the airport. In high school, they call it the all-team bus team, I suppose, as there's a swing and a foul ball behind the press box and out of play, 2-1. Poole pitch hitting for Ryan Allen here in the 4th. Matthew Hires grand slam. Capping this inning, the Rams put 6 across last inning, 6 more here, and they lead at 14-3. Kopp checks his catcher Mills. He has the sign. Here comes the wind of the 2-1 pitch. Inside, 3-1. On deck is Lance Shannon, who is 1 for 3. A single and a run scored. That was earlier this inning. Poole is the 9th man to bat here in the 4th. The wind and the 3-1 pitch is high, ball 4. So Joseph Poole reaching base for the Rams. Just keep on coming. In this inning, Brett Kopp has walked 3 batters. He's hit a grand slam homer. A sacrifice fly also mixed in there. A stolen base, an error on the second baseman. A smorgasbord of things here in the fourth inning. First pitch to Shannon is high. 1 ball, no strikes. Lance Shannon singled to right center as last time. Looking to bounce back from the shoulder injury of last week. 1-0 pitch to him is high, 2-0. Ram fans had to be horror-stricken when Shannon, diving back into first base, injured that shoulder. That was against Walton. Rams proceeded to lose that game 13-3 as Shannon takes the 2-0 pitch high and outside, 3-0. You really wondered at that stage about Shannon's importance to the team. As soon as he went out, the Rams went down, but they swept Oconee County, and now he's back. And the 3-0 pitch is outside, ball 4. On 4 pitches, Lance Shannon walking. That's the 4th walk of the inning for the Rams. And the 6th of the game by Clarke Central pitching. Have a feeling this is going to be another one of those messy scorecard nights. And the batter's going to be Sam Allen. Clarke Central head coach goes out to talk to his pitcher. He'll make a pitching change. While he does, we'll take this break. Newton County Ram baseball right here on WGFS, AM 1430.
A personal computer should be as individual as the person who owns it. At America's Best Computers, that becomes a reality. The professionals at ABC believe personal computers should be easy to buy, set up, use, and maintain, and will help assess your personal and business needs and custom build the right system for you. No matter what type of system you need or what applications you may need, ABC offers affordable solutions. America's Best Computers is in Hunting Creek Plaza in Conyers. Call them at 785-6505, 785-6505.
Snapper announces its Great Price Fall, a national savings event that offers you a chance to bag a great deal. Coast to Coast Home and Auto in downtown Covington is now offering cash discounts, half-off accessories, and free financing on all Snapper walk mowers, riders, and tractors. Once you've bagged a great deal on your new Snapper, you can bag your leaves or mulch them for half price. That's right, take half off your choice of either a single bag grass catcher or a Ninja mulching kit, featuring the unmatched Ninja blade. Then throw away your rake. You'll watch your leaves disappear as you mow. And with approved Snap credit, you don't have to pay a cent until April. Interest-free. Ask your dealer for all the details. Act now. Get down to Coast Home and Auto in downtown Covington and get in on Snapper's Great Price Fall before it's too late. Get down to Coast Home and Auto on the square in downtown Covington.
Back from Riverside Park at Newton County High School, John Bigelow in there for the Clarke Central Gladiators, the 3rd pitcher. Rhett Kopp pitched a total of 1 inning, facing 12 batters. He's given up 6 runs so far. Both the runners on base are his responsibility. And Bigelow entering a situation of 1st and 2nd with 2 down, and Sam Allen standing in. Kopp just appeared to run out of gas as he walked the last 2 hitters he faced before being pulled from the game. The last one, Lance Shannon, he walked on 4 pitches. So Bigelow is in there, and Bentley Mills is out talking with him right now. They're getting the signs straight. Joseph Poole is at second base. Lance Shannon at first with 2 down. The Rams lead by 11. Newton County 14, Clarke Central 3 from Riverside Park at Newton County High School. If you aren't here for this game, you definitely want to come out on Monday. Rams take on one of the here in the South Gwinnett Comets. Bigelow's stretch in his first pitch is in the dirt by the catcher, back to the screen. Runners moving up 90 feet, calling a wild pitch for Bigelow. And runners moving to 2nd and 3rd. So Joseph Poole now at 3rd base, 90 feet away from scoring a run, and Lance Shannon out at 2nd. Still 2 down, though. It'll take a base hit or something along those lines from Sam Allen. If the Rams are to do further damage in this inning, they've already put 6 across, as we mentioned. Matthew Hires with a grand slam home run. Great to see that young man turn it around in the last couple of games. A 2-run homer against Berkmar on Monday. A grand slam here against the Gladiators. Clarke Central pitcher John Bigelow with the stretch. Checks the runners and the pitch. And it's a wild pitch by the catcher. Back to the screen. Joseph Poole going to score standing up. And moving over to third base on the play is Lance Shannon. So 2 wild pitches here. The first 2 pitches from John Bigelow. The Rams now lead it by a score of 15-3. Allen, a right-handed batter, set to go. A 2-0 count on him. Bigelow still pitching from the stretch is 2-0. Swung on and fouled off out of play, 2-1. Bigelow's got to be a little bit shaken up. His first 2 pitches, both wild pitches, one of them moving both runners up 90 feet, the next one scoring a run and moving a runner over to third. Allen has a 2-1 count, looking for something good to hit. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. It's low, and it's now 3-1. Sam Allen has a good eye up there at the plate. One of the leaders on the team in walks. He's drawn 7 so far this year. He's reached base twice in this game with a single, and he's also reached on an error. Bigelow's stretch and his 3-1 on the way. Swung on and popped up. Left field side. Brooks coming in. Having a little trouble with it. Now he makes the catch. Breathes a sigh of relief, and that'll do it for the Rams here in the 4th. But they send 11 men to the plate. They put 7 runs across, and they do so on 3 hits, many walks in the inning, and a runner left on base. We've played 4. It's 15-3, your score in favor of the Newton County Rams. Newton County Ram Baseball brought to you right here on WGFS, AM 1430.
Did you know that termites cause more damage to homes annually than fires, floods, and natural disasters combined? To protect your home from termites and other pests, call Cleary Exterminating, 786-4937. They'll send them packing: termites and beetles, fleas, rats and mice, roaches, and ants. Commercial or residential, we can help get rid of what bugs you. Call Cleary Exterminating on Highway 278 in Covington, 786-4937. At Cleary Exterminating, we make mouse calls.
Shop Henderson's Food Pride on Highway 36 in Covington. This week's specials include 2-liter Coke and Coke products, only 99 cents. 24-ounce bottle of Hunt's ketchup, 79 cents. Fresh ground beef, a low $1.29 a pound. Seal Test buttermilk, buy 1 quart, get 1 free, only 89 cents. And don't forget to clip our Kellogg's coupons in this week's Covington Shopper. Henderson's Food Pride, the kind of store you'd want us to be.
Riverside Park with your score: Newton County 15, Clarke Central 3. In that last half inning, Rams putting across 7 runs on only 3 hits. Of course, the Grand Slam homer, a big blow in that inning. Newton County Ram Baseball is brought to you in part by Mayfield Ace Hardware. Mayfield Ace Hardware offering paints, plumbing and heating supplies, lawn and garden supplies, bridal and giftware. Ace is the place. Mayfield Hardware on the square and in Newton Plaza. Also brought to you by East Metro Cellular, an authorized agent for Pactel Cellular. For sales, service, or installation, mobile and portable phones and 2-way radios. East Metro Cellular, since nice, very fine sponsors, and we appreciate Mayfield Ace Hardware and East Metro Cellular sponsoring Ram Baseball in 1994. Judd Hall's first pitch of the 5th inning is a called strike. John Dunn taking it, and the count is 0-1. It's John Dunn, Chaz Chastain, and Danny Brooks here in the 5th. Clarke Central head coach has come to home plate, talking with the home plate umpire. He's got his lineup card out. I'm not sure exactly what this is about. But John Dunn about set to stand in. Dunn batting from the left-hand side of the plate. Sam Allen gives the sign to his pitcher, Judd Hall. Here comes the pitch, outside, ball 1. So whatever the lineup card switch was, they've got it straightened out. 1 ball and 1 strike to John Dunn. Here comes Hall's wind, and the 1-1 pitch by the catcher and back to the screen. Looked like Hall tried to overthrow that fastball, and the count is 2-1. Clarke Central picked up a run in the 3rd and 2 in the 4th. Newton County 2 in the first, 6 in the third, and 6 in the fourth. There's a called strike, and it's now 2-2. Dunn a strikeout victim, but he reached first on a wild pitch his first time up. He singled in the third. Here comes the wind of the pitch. It's swung on and missed. Allen will apply the tag, and down goes John Dunn for the second time in this game. For Judd Hall, that is strikeout number 9. Chaz Chastain will stand in. He's 0 for 2. Couple of strikeouts. It's been a rough night for him. Batting in the designated hitter spot in the order. Hall goes into the wind. Here comes his first pitch to Chastain. Swung on and missed, 0-1. Judd Hall continuing to throw strikes. He had some control trouble last inning, walking 2 batters. He walked another one back in the first for his 3 walks of this game. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. It's a changeup low, 1-1. Hall, after throwing one of the hardest fastballs of the game, came back with a changeup. Probably had Chastain doing a double take there. 1-1 pitch was low and outside, and it's now 2-1. Chastain will be followed by Danny Brooks, who is 0 for 2. Flied out in the second, reached on an error, and scored in the fourth. Sam Allen sign. Here comes the wind and the 2-1. Swung on, grounded right back to the mound. Hall will take it over to first. 1-3 in your scorebook, and that'll do it for Chastain. 2 down here in the 5th inning. Danny Brooks will stand in. 0 for 2 with a fly out and reached on an error. Brooks, the Gladiator left fielder. The Newton County Rams have committed 2 errors in this game. Clarke Central also committing a couple of errors of their own. First pitch to Brooks is low, ball 1. Brooks batting from the left-hand side of the plate. Dimensions here at Riverside Park, 320 to left, 360 to center, and 310 to right. Pitches high and outside. 2-0 the count now to Danny Brooks. Well, for Judd Hall, nothing nicer than a lot of run support, something he didn't get against the Walton Raiders. There's a swing and a foul off. Left-hand side, it will fall out of play, and it goes to 2-1. In that game, the Rams scored only 3 runs. One of their toughest games of the year, and their only loss as they went down 13-3 to the Walton Raiders. That was this past Tuesday, 8 days ago. Here comes the wind and the pitch. It is in 1. John Dunn struck out to lead off the inning and makes 9 strikeouts for Judd Hall. Hall season high 10 against Griffin. 3-1 pitch is outside, ball 4. So Brooks going down to first base, and with 2 down, Chad Hogan will stand in. And it looks like we've got a pinch hitter here for Chad Hogan. And we do not have a Clarke Central roster up here in the press box, so maybe time for a little bit of guesswork here. Number 20 pinch hitting. That is definitely not Chad Hogan at the plate. Danny Brooks standing on first base with 2 down. Here in the top half of the 5th inning. Rams lead by 12, and to the best of the knowledge of everyone in this press box, there is no 10-run rule in region play. There's a called strike on the outside corner, 0-1. We could, of course, be wrong. We've made a wrong call before in the Mount Zion game where the Rams led by 10 runs after 5 innings. They went ahead and played all 7. Stretched by Hall on the 0-1 pitch. Swung on, grounded down the first base side. Coughlin will take it and step on the bag for out number 3. No runs, no hits for the Gladiators. No errors. There was a walk. Runner left on base. At the end of 4.5, your score, Newton County 15, Clarke Central 3. Ram baseball here on WGFS, AM 1430.
Are you tired of going to a drive-thru for lunch? For a hot and delicious meal, go to El Charro. Their lunch menu includes combinations of tacos, burritos, enchiladas, rice, beans, and more. For dinner, they have 18 special dinners, 22 combination dinners, dinners for 2, vegetarian dinners, and a large selection of beer, wines, and mixed drinks. El Charro is located on Elm Street in the Covington Corner Shopping Center in Covington and on Old Salem Road in Conyers.
Buying tires? Not very easy, is it? You need an expert. Better yet, several experts like the tire pros at Statham Tire in Covington and Conyers. Statham Tires sells Cooper tires because Cooper combines quality with economy. You always get the most for your money at Statham Tire, where they feature straight tire talk, quality Cooper tires, and reasonable prices. Make your tire buying easy. See the pros today at Statham Tire in Covington and Conyers for your Cooper tires.
Come in and see Glenn Hayes at Hayes Furniture Company for all your home furnishings. Hayes Furniture has free delivery and free 12-month financing. They have living room sets starting at $395.95. Promotional recliner only $169.95. McKeon recliner rocker only $407. Hayes Furniture also has Queen Anne and Big John brands in various prices and colors. Hayes Furniture, 6166 Washington Street. Hayes Furniture Company, 786-3737, 786-3737.
Ram Baseball is brought to you in part by Coast to Coast Home and Auto, your authorized snapper and Toro dealer on Monticello Street. Stop by and see them today. Coast to Coast Home and Auto. We head to the bottom half of the fifth inning. Brian Moon, Richie Cleary, and Cale Curtis due up for the Rams. 5, 6, and 7 spots in the order. Ram Baseball on WGFS AM 1430, Covington, Georgia. Rams scored in that past inning 7 runs, now hoping to add to the lead. In the top half of the inning, Clarke Central no runs on no hits. Judd Hall walking a batter. That's his 4th walk of the game. Judd Hall has struck out 9 batters for Newton County in this ball game. So Moon will lead it off for the Rams here in the 5th. He is 2 for 2. He's also been hit by a pitch. He's scored a couple of runs. Switch hitter bats from the left side. John Bigelow beginning his first full inning of work. Rams came into this game with a team batting a bit of a weaker hitting team, believe it or not, than last year's team. The 93 Rams hit .343 as a team. Moon standing in. Here comes Bigelow's wind and his pitch. Inside, ball 1. Of course, the difference between last year's team and this year's team has been the pitching. Last year, the Rams with one good, strong pitcher in Anthony Green, then a lot of question marks out there. This year, the Rams, 3 or 4 guys could be their ace this year. There's a swing and a foul back to the screen, and the count is 1-1. Brian Moon batting an even .333, 13 hits and 39 at-bats. Moon has scored 10 runs already for the Rams this year. Rams with that high offensive output. Here comes the wind and the 1-1 pitch. It's low, 2-1. Brian Moon gets the sign from Coach Charlie Beverly down the third base side. He's talking with Judd Hall down there. Hall and Coach Beverly discussing this past inning as Coach Beverly may be relieving Judd Hall in the next inning or so. 2-1 pitch is high, 3-1. He may want to save the arm of Judd Hall for later games that might be a bit more important in the sub-region. Next week, they have 3 good games coming up. Monday against South Gwinnett, Wednesday taking on Brookwood, and Friday against Shiloh. 3-1 pitch to Moon is low, ball 4. So Moon has been perfect, 2 for 2 with a walk and a hit by pitch, and he is on base with nobody out. It'll bring up Richie Cleary. Cleary has had a good day, 2 for 3, a double and a single. A couple of RBIs to his credit tonight as well. Brian Moon leading from first base. Throw going over there, and back head first is Brian Moon. Ram third baseman, 1 for 2 in stolen base attempts this year. A stolen base and a caught stealing for him. Don't imagine we'll see much, though, with a 12-run lead by Newton County. Cleary stands in. Here's Bigelow's stretch, and his first pitch almost hit Cleary inside, 1-0. Cleary, the Rams sophomore, set to go. Chad Hogan holds the runner close at first base. Bigelow's stretch. And his 1-0 pitch is popped up into right center field. Coming over is Weekly. And it's going to drop in front of him for a base hit. His throw to second base on the force is in time. That was an unusual play. It almost looked as if Dax Weekly let that ball bounce in front of him for a hit. 9-6 on the force play. Cleary reaching on the fielder's choice. There'll be a pinch hitter here for Cale Curtis as Matt Taylor standing in there. Taylor pinch hitting here in the 5th inning for Curtis. Taylor comes in with a 111 average, 1 hit and 9 at bats. That hit was a double. No RBIs, rather no RBIs to his credit this year. Taylor bats from the right side. Bigelow's stretch and first pitch to him is in the dirt. It's by Mills, and moving over to second base is Richie Cleary. A wild pitch on John Bigelow, who has thrown 3 of them so far. He entered the game with 2 outs last inning, and in 2/3 of an inning, he's thrown 3 wild pitches. Taylor will be followed by Lance Coffin. Bigelow's stretch, he checks the runner. Here comes the pitch, high and outside. 2 balls and no strikes to Taylor. Richie Cleary down at second base for the Rams with 1 down. Rams have scored 13 runs in the last 2 innings to take a 15-3 lead. Stretch in the 2-0 pitch is swung on and missed, 2-1. Newton County coming into this game with a record of 10-1, 1-0 in sub-region play. Barring some sort of collapse, they should move to 2-0 and 11-1 overall. If you had a chance to see the newspaper this morning in the sports section, you saw the high school rankings for the baseball team, something they've added this year. Newton County is on there. More about that in just a moment. Here comes the 2-1 pitch to Taylor. It's a called strike, 2-2. The Newton County Rams are ranked number 8 in Quad A. And the Rams, one of the big teams in Region 8 Quad A South. But if you saw it in the newspaper, then you know that the Rams ranked number 8 in the state in Quad A. The Rams in Region 8 Quad A South. Pitch is high and outside, 3-2. Georgia High School is divided up into 4 classifications: Single A, Double A, Triple A, and Quad A, with Quad A having the largest enrollment of the 4. Schools that the Rams play range in attendance from 900 to about 2,000. Richie Cleary leading from second base. Here's the stretch. Bigelow checks him twice. Now going to check him a 3rd time, and here comes the pitch. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Taylor going down on strikes. 2nd time this year. Make that the 3rd time this year that Matt Taylor has struck out. And with 2 down, here comes Lance Coffin. Coffin walked and scored last inning. He came in for defense in the top half of the 4th for Brent Johnson, who left the game 0 for 2. Johnson popping out to the center fielder and reaching on a fielder's choice. A single from Coffin would pad the Ram lead. Pitch is swung on and fouled off just to our right out of play. 0-1. The wind begins to kick up for the first time tonight, blowing out toward left center field. Many times early in the year, the wind was blowing out to right, helping out the lefty bats. Lance Shannon and company. This time around, the righties will be helped by the wind. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. It's low, 1-1. John Bigelow taking his time between pitches. 1 ball and 1 strike to Lance Coffin. Richie Cleary leading from second base. He reached on a fielder's choice. Here comes the stretch. He checks the runner a 2nd time, a 3rd time, and now Lance Coffin wisely calling time. as John Bigelow concentrating very hard on that runner at second base. Middlebrooks over next to the bag, holding the runner close. Bigelow checks him twice, and here comes the pitch. It's high and inside, 2-1. Whether Richie Cleary is at second base or third base really shouldn't be an issue here to John Bigelow. He needs to concentrate on Lance Coffin. He's got 2 down here in the inning. Bentley Mills gives the sign. Here comes the stretch and the 2-1 pitch on the way. It is low, 3-1. It gets by the catcher back toward the screen, and Richie Cleary will end up, after all the times that Bigelow was checking him out there, Cleary ending up over at third base with 2 down. So now any kind of base hit should score a run. 3 balls and a strike to Coffin. On deck is Judd Hall, re-entered the game last inning. Michael Doss came in to pinch run for him after he walked back in the 4th. Here comes the stretch in the 3-1. Swung on and popped up into left. Error and a runner left on base. We head to the 6th with your score, Newton County 16, Clarke Central 3. Ram baseball on WGFS, AM 1430.
T&L Motors of Covington is announcing their grand opening going on now. T&L Motors has cars, trucks, and vans arriving daily with on-the-spot financing available for those with little or no credit. T&L Motors is located next door to T&L Mufflers, which offers the lowest priced exhaust system in town. Come in and compare our prices starting at $59.95 with custom jobs a specialty. That's T&L Motors and T&L Mufflers located on Highway 278 across from Henry's Fast Loop. Open Monday through Saturday 9 to 6 or call 787-5286, 787-5286. Hair, skin, and nails for men. Essential nutrients formulated for a man's vital hair, healthy skin, and strong nails. Because today, more and more men are taking control of their own health and well-being. Hair, Skin, and Nails for Men by Future Biotics utilizes the latest developments in nutritional technology to provide the perfect foundation for a man's good health and well-being. To find out more about Hair, Skin, and Nails for Men and all your other nutritional supplements, go by the Family Health Food Store in Newton Plaza.
March on down to Mayfield Ace Hardware for their best buys of the month. Miser, Flood, or Spotlights, GE, energy-saving, great for indoor or outdoor use, only $3.66 each. Also, an ever-ready floating lantern. Shatterproof lens, push-button switch, includes a 6-volt battery, only $3.99. That's the best buys of the month going on now at Mayfield Ace Hardware on the Square and in Newton Plaza.
John Bigelow will lead it off for the Clarke Central Gladiators here in inning number 6. Newton County leading it by a score of 16-3. Bigelow batting from the right side of the plate. Standing in against Judd Hall. His first pitch is a called strike, 0-1. It'll be Bigelow, Greer, and Middlebrooks for the Gladiators here in the 6th. Hall's wind and his 0-1 pitch swung on and grounded to the third baseman, Trent Alexander, who throws over to first and gets him for out number 1. So Trent Alexander just entered over there at third base as a replacement for Brian Moon. Gets an opportunity right away, makes the most of it, out number 1. Trent Alexander has played a little bit of second base for the Rams, some third now. Also can play shortstop. Stepping in is Mike Greer. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. Hall's winded his pitch, swung on and fouled off. It's 0-1. Greer struck out in the first inning. He grounded out in the second. Walked in the fourth. Was retired 1-6 on a force play in that fourth inning. Clarke Central putting 2 runs across. Their most prolific inning of the game. They have 3 so far in this contest. The pitch is outside, 1-1. Newton County Rams in a laugher here, 16-3. Rams scored 13 runs in the 3rd and 4th, 6 in the 3rd, 7 in the 4th. There's a pop fly into shallow right field. Ryan Allen coming over, diving, cannot make the play. It'll be a base hit for Mike Greer. Ryan Allen almost made the play on that as it was out in shallow right field, almost toward the right field line. And Allen a little bit shaken up. He's trying to walk it off as while he was diving apparently did something to the left side of his face. He's stretching out. Looks like he's going to be okay. Greer at first base with one down, and Chad Middlebrooks 1 for 2. He has reached base all 3 times. He reached on a fielder's choice and singled, and he's also walked. Stretch and the pitch to him is swung on and missed, 0-1. Judd Hall wisely just pumping the strikes in there. When you've got a lead of this size, no reason to mess around. Just come right after the hitters. You've got 7 folks behind you that can do the job. No reason to walk anybody. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. A called strike on the outside corner, and it's 0-2. After Middlebrooks is Dax Weekly. Weekly is 1 for 2 with a walk. Greer taking his lead from first. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled right back to the screen, and the count remains 0-2. So your defense for the Rams now: Alexander at third, Matthew Hires at short, Ryan Allen at second, Lance Coughlin at first. Around the outfield, Cleary in left, Acox in center, Lance Shannon in right. Sam Allen still behind the plate. Judd Hall has gone the entire way on the mound. The 0-2 pitch, called strike 3. Middlebrooks knew it as he trots back to the dugout. He goes down looking, and that is number 10 for Judd Hall. So Hall matching his season high. He struck out 10 against Griffin in a 1-run victory by the Rams. Dax Weekly standing in as Hall trying to break the Ram team record for this year of strikeouts. The pitch is outside, 1-0. Rams had 10 strikeouts in 3 consecutive games. That was as a team, of course. A couple of those games had multiple pitchers in them, but the Rams struck out 10 in 3 consecutive games, and Judd Hall by himself has struck out 10 here tonight. There's a swing and a miss at the changeup, 1-1. Dax Weekly, Gladiator right fielder, wears number 24, batting from the right side. That's with a closed stance, leaning toward right center field, takes a pitch low and inside, gets a few feet away from Allen, but no one advancing, and it's 2-1. Fortunately for us, the rain has held off here at Riverside Park. There was a 70% chance of it this evening, but we haven't seen a drop yet. There's the 2-1 pitch, swung on and grounded to the right side by a diving Ryan Allen into right field for a base hit. Throw goes over to second. Runner back in safely. Greer took a big lead off of second after getting there on the single from Weekly, but got back in time, diving back under the tag of Matthew Hires. So the single from Weekly is the 6th hit by the Gladiators, and first and second with 2 down, bringing up Joey Hall. Joey Hall is 0 for 2, couple of strikeouts, also had a sacrifice fly. Two outs here in the 6th with Greer at second and Weekly at first. Hall bats from the right-hand side. Sam Allen gives the sign. Judd Hall with the stretch. Here comes his first pitch, taken for a strike, 0-1. Newton County Rams take on the Rockdale County Bulldogs on Friday. Last time those two teams met, a big-time matchup for the Rams as they lit up Barry Fowler for 8 runs. They ended up winning that game 15-0. Pitches outside, 1-1. Rockdale County certainly hungry for revenge in that after that game, we should say. And on Friday, the Rams will take on the Bulldogs. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. It's low, 2-1. Likely that the Rams will pitch Lance Coughlin in that game. Coughlin with an ERA of 0.70 this year. Judd Hall's ERA coming into this affair, 4.77. Here comes the 2-1, swung on and missed, 2-2. Hall coming into this game in just under 15 runs, 10 of them earned on 12 hits. He allowed 2 homers, both of them to Mark Fisher of Walton, walking 15 batters and striking out 22. So control has been his major trouble. Here comes the 2-2, swung on and chopped foul, and the count will remain 2-2 to Joey Hall. Lance Coughlin on this Rams staff is 4-0. Matt Taylor 3-0. Cale Curtis is 1-0, and Judd Hall 1-1. So Rams, in terms of won-loss records, looking very impressive so far in 94. Here comes the 2-2. It's a changeup, swung on and popped up into left field. Cleary coming on hard, and he'll make the catch for out number 3. Clarke Central, no runs, 2 hits. No errors, 2 runners left on base. Bottom half of the 6th coming up with your score 16-3 in favor of the Newton County Rams. Rams baseball here on WGFS, AM 1430.
More poultry per pound of feed at market and faster starts in egg production on the farm. FRM medicated chick starter gets them off on the right foot with vitamin and mineral-rich feeds to keep them healthy. Use FRM grower feeds and FRM layer feeds and concentrates to promote rapid maturity and faster starts in egg production on the farm. FRM poultry feeds available now at your FRM dealer.
For FRM poultry feed plus much more, go by the Farm and Garden Depot, formerly Gold Kissed on Emory Street. 787-3870.
Campbell Lumber on Emory Street announces new store hours beginning March 28th. We will be open from 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. Monday through Friday and 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturdays. Come by and see us for everything to build anything. Benjamin Moore paints, lawn and garden tools, masonry supplies, lumber, and lots more. Stop by our spring sale March 28th through April 30th for supplies on treated lumber, shingles, screen porch materials, and lawn and garden tools. Campbell Lumber, 786-3412.
A personal computer should be as individual as the person who owns it. At America's Best Computers, that becomes a reality. The professionals at ABC believe personal computers should be easy to buy, set up, use, and maintain, and will help assess your personal and business needs and custom build the right system for you. No matter what type of system you need or what applications you may need, ABC offers affordable solutions. America's Best Computers is in Hunting Creek Plaza in Conyers. Call them at 785-6505, 785-6505.
Newton County Ram Baseball on WGFS, brought to you in part by El Charro. For the best Mexican food, go by El Charro. Open daily for lunch and dinner with takeout service available. El Charro in Covington and in Conyers. Also, for custom wheels, brakes, shocks, wheel alignment, and the best price on tires, see the professionals at Stedham Tire. Open from 8 to 4 on Saturday for your convenience. That's Stedham Tire of Covington and of Conyers. In the bottom half of the 6th inning, the Rams are going to have many pinch hitters coming to the plate, so just stay with us, and we'll update them one at a time. We see Matt Easterday at home plate talking with the umpire. Matthew Hires' spot in the order is due up, so Matthew Hires, after hitting a grand slam home run his last time up, is going to have a pinch hitter inserted for him here. It's Matt Easterday. So Easterday going to pinch hit for Hires here in the 6th. This is his first varsity at bat. Easterday only a freshman. He's been used for pitch running duty at times. First pitch from Bigelow is a called strike on the inside corner, 0-1. Easterday has scored 1 run for the Rams, but as we mentioned, has not been to the plate yet. So this is his first plate appearance of 1994, and his first as a Newton County Ram. Pitch to him is swung on and missed, 0-2. Luke Allen is on deck. He would be batting for Ryan. Easterday batting for the right side. Takes called strike 3 on the inside part. And so Easterday in his first at bat as a Newton County Ram going down looking. And Luke Allen will be in now. And he'll be pinch hitting for Ryan Allen. Allen has been removed from the game. Talking about Ryan Allen, has been removed from the game once already for a pinch hitter and reinserted. So we will see a new second baseman in the top half of the 7th inning. We're assured of that. More changes for your scorecard. Luke Allen standing in. Allen is batting at .250. He's 1 for 4 this year. Here comes the wind of the first pitch to him. Outside, ball 1. And we see Chris Middlebrooks swinging a bat on the on-deck circle. He would be pinch hitting for Lance Shannon. So Coach Beverly giving the bench a chance here in the last couple innings. There's a called strike to Luke Allen, 1-1. 16-3 your score, Rams on top. Luke Allen bats from the left-hand side of the plate. Now time is called. Bentley Mills flashing the sign out to John Bigelow. 1-1 the count to Luke Allen. Here comes the wind and the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and popped up foul. Third base side falling out of play. 1-2. Well, this will certainly help the Rams standing in terms of rankings. As we mentioned, number 8 in Quad A. This should help that out. A 13-run lead thus far. Rams may be able to add to it. If they can defeat Rockdale, you may see that climb even higher. Here comes the wind and the 1-2 pitch. It's outside. It was a curveball, but stayed outside. 2-2. John Bigelow trying to backdoor the curveball. Started off the outside corner, then tail it back and catch the outside corner. But it did not work. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and foul tipped. And that'll do it for Luke Allen. A strikeout victim, the second one here in this inning for Mr. Bigelow. Chris Middlebrooks will stand in now. He'll be pinch hitting for Lance Shannon. Shannon ends the day 1 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. Middlebrooks, a sophomore, has had 2 at-bats so far at the varsity level. No batting average for him as he's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. The sophomore stands in. Here's the wind from Bigelow in the pitch. Swung on and fouled off down the right side, and the count is 0-1. Interesting to see how Coach Beverly puts his defense in the top half of the 7th. As we mentioned, we know that there will be a new second baseman. We might see Trent Alexander go over to second base. We may see Sam Allen go from behind the plate out to third, and Chris Middlebrooks catch the last inning. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. It's a called strike on the inside corner, 0-2. So Chris Middlebrooks in a hole here, 0-2. The right-handed batter standing back in. Mills sign, Bigelow's wind, the 0-2 pitch, a changeup high, 1-2. Due up for Clarke Central in the 7th inning, John Dunn, Chas Chastain, and Danny Brooks. Spots 5, 6, and 7 in the Gladiator order in the 7th inning. Bigelow gets the sign, the winded pitch inside, almost hit him, and it's now 2-2. Chris Middlebrooks splitting time between the junior varsity and varsity team, JV, and when they don't play a game and the Rams play at home, Middlebrooks is here with the Ram varsity. Middlebrooks gives Coach Beverly a much-needed third catcher in case something were to happen either to Brian Moon or Sam Allen. Middlebrooks taking a swing at a pitch outside, sort of a half swing, and he goes down on strikes and unhappy with himself, but striking out the side is John Bigelow here in the 6th. The Rams go down 1-2-3. Last shot for the Gladiators. Rams lead at 16-3. Newton County Ram baseball right here on WGFS AM 1430.
Your authorized agent for Pactel Cellular is East Metro Cellular. With Oki, NEC, Fujitsu, Motorola, Uniden, and AudioVox cellular phones, East Metro Cellular is your complete communications headquarters. Motorola pagers starting at just $8.25 per month for service. Several cellular phone rate plans. Two-way radios for most all applications. Come talk to one of our trained salespeople about the advantages of cellular. That's East Metro Cellular, 7115 Highway 278 in Covington. Or call us at 786-6796. That's 786-6796. At East Metro Cellular, we'll help you reach your calling.
We'll help you reach your calling.
Did you know that termites cause more damage to homes annually than fires, floods, and natural disasters combined? To protect your home from termites and other pests, call Cleary Exterminating, 786-4937. They'll send them packing, termites and beetles, fleas, rats and mice, roaches, and ants. Commercial or residential, we can help get rid of what bugs you. Call Cleary Exterminating on Highway 278 in Covington, 786-4937. At Cleary Exterminating, we make mouse calls.
Back from Riverside Park, Newton County High School, First pitch is wide for a ball to John Dunn. There are a slew, I repeat, a plethora of Ram defensive changes here in the 7th, which we will give to you in just a moment. The 1-0 pitch is low, 2-0 to Dunn. John Dunn has struck out twice, and he's also singled. Judd Hall still out there. His 2-0 pitch, a called strike, 2-1. Apparently Judd Hall's arm feeling very good tonight. So Coach Beverly going to let him go the full 7 innings. Pitch lands Coughlin on Friday against the Rockdale Bulldogs. Here comes the wind, the 2-1 pitch. It's low and outside for ball 3. We might also see Cale Curtis in that game. Cale Curtis has yet to give up an earned run this year at 9 2/3 innings. The Rams as a team coming into this one with a team ERA of 1.82. Here comes the wind, the 3-1 pitch. A called strike on the outside corner, 3-2. We will give those defensive changes to you in just a moment. A couple of new folks entering in. Lots of juggling of positions for the Rams. Here comes the wind and the 3-2 pitch. Outside, ball 4. So Dunn reaching first here with the free pass. Chris Middlebrooks hit for Lance Shannon last inning. He's in right field. Jarvis Johnson has replaced Chris Acox in center field. Luke Allen hit last inning. He's at second base. Matt Easterday taking over for Matthew Hires at short. And the batter will be Chaz Chastain, who is 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out back to the mound. Throw going over to first and a runner back safely. With a 13-run lead, you want to concentrate on the hitter, not the base runners. Sam Allen is still behind the plate for the Rams. And Richie Cleary in left and Judd Hall on the mound. Those 3, the only 3 left from the first of the game. There's a swing and a miss by Chastain, 1-1. Every other position has had some change except for those 3, the left fielder Cleary and the battery of Judd Holland on the mound and Sam Allen behind the plate. Dunn taking his lead. Here comes the stretch. The 1-0 pitch. It gets by the catcher and back to the screen. A pass ball on Sam Allen will move the runners up 90 feet. The one-runner John Dunn moving into scoring position now, but the count is 1-2 on Chaz Chastain. Following Chastain will be Danny Brooks, who is 0 for 2 with a walk. Hall checks the runner at second. Here comes the pitch. It's low. And the count is now 1-2 to Chaz Chastain. Chastain, a right-handed batter, standing in. Luke Allen holding the runner close at second. There's a swing and a miss. Chastain down on strikes. Strikeout number 11 for Judd Hall. That's a season high for Hall and for the Rams team, breaking the record of 10, which they had set in several previous games. And Danny Brooks will now stand to the plate as Judd Hall looking to improve on his new strikeout record. 11 in this game, including 4 in the first inning. There's a rare thing that you really don't see all that often. In that inning, Judd Hall striking out 4 batters. Brooks attempting to bunt. Bunts one back to the screen, and it's 0-1. With 2 outs, John Dunn struck out, swinging and missing at the 3rd strike, but it got by the catcher, and the runner ended up on first base. Hall came back to strike out Chaz Chastain, gave him 4 in the inning. Here comes the 0-1. It's a called strike, a curveball that came in and caught the outside corner, 0-2. A light rain has begun to fall at Riverside Park, and if you wanted it to fall, this would be the time that you would want that to happen here in the 7th inning. 0-2 pitch. Did he go around on it? Yes, he did. And down on strikes is Danny Brooks. It was an inside fastball. Brooks almost defensively checking his swing, and he goes down on strikes, and that's number 12 for Judd Hall. And the last hope for the Gladiators will be Chad Hogan. Hogan is 1 for 3. A single. He's also reached on an error. Hall's stretch and his first pitch. Low and outside, ball 1. Clarke Central scored their runs, 1 in the 3rd, 2 in the 4th. Rams put 2 across in the 1st. They've never trailed in this game. They put 6 across in the 3rd, 7 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th. The pitch is swung on and drilled into center field. It will be a base hit. The runner will be rounding third. The throw in will be cut off, and the run scores on the single, making it now 16-4 in favor of Newton County. So Clarke Central with a minor rally here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. And Bigelow will stand to the plate. Clarke Central third base coach talking with the home plate umpire. There's a pinch hitter, and we're completely in the dark as to who the pinch hitter is. Again, we have no Gladiator roster up here in the press box, but there is a pinch hitter for the Clarke Central Gladiators, number 5. Right-handed batter, closes up his stance. Hogan taking his lead from first base. Here comes the first pitch. Swung on, fouled, first base side. Catcher Sam Allen gives chase. It falls just out of play, though, and it's 0-1. No balls and 1 strike to Bigelow. Rams looking to go to 11-1 in the 1994 season and 2-0 in sub-region play. Hall's pitch is swung on, checked his swing, but he went around. 0-2 the count. Hall throwing a good hard fastball. He tends to get better as the game goes along in terms of his fastball. Throwing as hard now as he has at any time during the game. Here comes the stretch. And missed. And down goes John Bigelow and the Clarke Central Gladiators here. 13 strikeouts for Judd Hall, and the Rams have picked up the victory. A big one here and a blowout, 16-4 over the Clarke Central Gladiators. We'll be back to wrap it up right after this. Ram baseball here on WGFS AM.
I was at Pippen's Barbecue the other day having some pork barbecue, and it was great. But then I looked over at the next table, and they were having smoked chicken, so I ordered that too. And then I found out about the Brunswick stew, so I ordered that. And then I figured, what the heck, why not just order the whole Pippen's Barbecue menu? But I didn't, because I just didn't have the room on the table.
Our food and our service just can't be beat. You're gonna love what you eat.
Pippen's Barbecue, Highway 20 South in Conyers and on Alcovey Road in Covington.
Snapper announces its Great Price Fall, a national savings event that offers you a chance to bag a great deal. Coast to Coast Home and Auto in downtown Covington is now offering cash discounts, half-off accessories, and free financing on all Snapper walk mowers, riders, and tractors. Once you've bagged a great deal on your new Snapper, you can bag your leaves or mulch them for half price. That's right, take half off your choice of either a single bag grass catcher or a Ninja mulching kit, featuring the unmatched Ninja Blade. Then throw away your rake. You'll watch your leaves disappear as you mow. And with approved SNAP credit, you don't have to pay a cent until April. Interest-free. Ask your dealer for all the details. Act now. Get down to Coast Home and Auto in downtown Covington and get in on Snapper's Great Price Fall before it's too late. Get down to Coast Home and Auto on the square in downtown Covington.
To keep your hair, skin, and nails beautifully youthful and healthy, vitamins and minerals must be brought to your hair, skin, and nails from within. No amount of creams, conditioners, or cosmetics can correct dietary deficiencies. Hair, skin, and nails is a perfectly balanced food for your hair, skin, and nails. It promotes a woman's health and natural beauty from within at the cellular level. To find out more about this remarkable product, stop by the Family Health Food Store. Stay healthy with us, the Family Health Food Store in Newton Plaza.
Back from Riverside Park for the final time. Your happy news here from Newton County High School in Covington, Georgia. Rams pick up the victory over the Clarke Central Gladiators. Your final score in the game, Newton County 16 and Clarke Central 3. Here are your final totals as the Rams move to 11-1 this year. 16 runs for Newton County on 13 hits. They committed 2 errors. They left 6 on base. Judd Hall, the winning pitcher, going 7, facing 36 batters, giving up 4 runs, 2 of them earned. On 7 hits, he walked 5, and he struck out 13, doing his usual finish with a flourish, striking out the side in the 7th. For Clarke Central in the game, 3 runs on 7 hits. There were 3 errors, and the Gladiators left 11 men on base. Drew Neighbors, the losing pitcher for the Gladiators. Well, the Rams are 2-0 now in sub-region play, and 11-1 overall. They'll be taking on the Rockdale Bulldogs from Rockdale County High School this coming Friday at 5 o'clock. A little bit of a grudge match for the Bulldogs as the Rams beat them 15-0 last time out. Rams ranked number 8 in Quad A according to today's Atlanta Journal-Constitution poll. For executive producer Susan Fuller and a cast of thousands, Kevin Holden from Riverside Park. Again, your final happy news. Newton County defeating the Clarke Central Gladiators, Rams 16, Gladiators 4. So long, everybody.
Tradition and excellence since 1946. That's WGFS, AM 1430, Covington.
At this time, Covington's radio station, WGFS, concludes another broadcast day. WGFS is locally owned and operated by Radio Covington Incorporated, an affiliate of the CBS Radio Network. WGFS operates with 5,000 watts daytime, 500 watts before sunrise, and 250 watts at night at 1,430 kilohertz. Our studios and offices are located at 1151 Hendrick Street in downtown Covington, and our tower is located along Interstate 20 west of Covington. This is Chris Elder, co-owner and general manager of WGFS, inviting you to join us again for another broadcast day.